يا من عصيت الله يوما غافلا فنسيت أن الله قد أعطى.
ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ولي الصالحين وإله الأولين والآخرين وجامع الناس كافة يوم الدين. ونشهد أن محمدًا عبد الله ورسوله الأمين أرسله الله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله ولو كره المشركون. صلوات الله وسلامه عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. إخواني في الله، إخواني الأفاضل وأخواتي الفضليات، المجتمع والأسرة بما فيهما من زخم كبير من أهم ما ينبغي لكل مسلم أن يهتم به، ليس في هذه البلاد فحسب وإنما في العالم كله، لما لخطورة المجتمع والأسرة على الفرد وعلى المجتمع من أثر بليغ. My dearest brothers and sisters, society or social relations is very important aspect of life which we have to take into consideration. The topic of society and family is a great issue, and it is an important issue. Also, it is a very dangerous issue. The reason being is because to fix the family, you have to fix the society. But in the other hand, to fix the society, you have to fix the family. This is where the relationship between family and society is tied, and it is very important. It's a big challenge, it is a huge challenge for every single one of us. I'm not going to go into the definition of society, because it is one of the most complicated definitions people still struggling to define. Society, in terms of politics, it is defined in a certain way. Society, in sociology, is defined in a certain way. Society, in psychology, it is defined in a totally different way. It is a struggle just to define society, and I'm not here to go into that. But what I am here to discuss with you today is to tell you, or just to share what you already have, which is how to protect our families and how to protect our societies as well. Because no way we can protect our children, our families, if we don't take into consideration participating in society. Because we are in the society. We're not living in a planet that is far away from society. In fact, we are the ones who form society. That's why, if we don't take into consideration that we have to do something to participate in fixing society, then we're not going to do so much for ourselves, for our children, for our families. And that's why this topic is really important and dangerous at the same time. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran when Zakaria alayhi salam, an old man, the Prophet Zakaria alayhi salam Allahi wa salam, wa ala nabiyina afdalu salatu wa salam. وزكريا إذ قال ربي لا تذرني فردا وأنت خير الوارثين فاستجبنا له ووهبنا له يحيى وأصلحنا له زوجه إنهم كانوا يسارعون في الخيرات ويدعوننا رغبا ورهبا وكانوا لنا خاشعين. Zakaria alayhi salam, the Prophet Zakaria, was an old man, but he supplicated to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, saying, Ya Allah, because as you are aware, Zakaria didn't have children. He was an old man. If you think of an old man, do you really think it is realistic for an old man, very old man, to ask for a child? What? Why do you want a child for? You need children if you're still young, so you can play with them, you can raise them up, you can teach them, but you are a very old man. Every time you're going to die. So why is Zakaria alayhi salam was asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant him a child? The purpose why Zakaria alayhi salam wanted to have a child, so the child takes the inheritance from his father. علم النبوة والديانة والعلم. He wanted his son to take his responsibility that he was holding on his shoulders in this life. So when he dies, alayhi salam, his children will continue the message of Islam. That's what he was worried about. He didn't want to die and finish. He wanted to leave somebody behind him to take the same responsibility, which means to form a society where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is recognized and worshipped. That is the purpose. For an old man like Zakaria alayhi salam to ask Allah to grant him a child. We can go into deep end with this topic because it doesn't end, to be honest. You know it, I know it. When we start talking about society, family, children, upbringing, tarbiyat, akhlaq, Quran, behavior, past, present, future, it doesn't end. But let me just summarize everything in a couple of points. And we have to be frank with each other. We have to be straightforward. No lies. And no hypocrisy. Please make sure your phones are switched off. We are doing a major mistakes, brothers and sisters, regarding protecting our families and societies. In the past, if you close your door and you are at home, you are safe. That's not the case anymore. What is outside, not the society alone, the whole world is inside your house. In a small device, like this, the whole world is exposed to your family and to yourself. Whether you are in the bathroom, or in the bedroom, or in the living room, or day or nights. That's what makes the present time more complicated for us to fix family and society. Because to me, there's no difference between fixing family and society. The more work you do on your family, they're actually working doing towards society. Because society is just, as I said before, though there is a big debate regarding defining society, but at the end of the day, in general, society is just me and you, my children, your children, my wife, your wives, and so on. That's society. And we are within the society, so we have to care. So number one, Ikhwani, the major mistakes we're doing, we're not preparing ourselves to protect our families. We claim that we are after fixing our families, but in the reality we're not doing anything. Or at least we're not doing the right thing. The Prophet ﷺ said, تَخَيَّرُوا لِنُطَفِكُمْ فَإِنَّ الْعَقْبَةَ السَّاسِ. Choose your children. Means way before you get married. Because the society starts from when? From marriage, children, okay. Husband, wife, children. And then these children grow up. They are in the society, whether good or bad. Whether you are producing good members of society, educated, well-behaved children, well-educated. So they participate in fixing society, or you're going to produce horrible people. Drug dealers, liars, cheaters. People are struggling with envy and jealousy and crime. That's the society's us. People in general. So the first step, especially for those who are not married, and even if you are married, it's not too late, it's never been too late. But for those who are not married, you have to prepare for fixing your family in the future, society, right now. You have to prepare yourself. Because one of the major mistakes we're doing, we look on others. We expect things from others, not from ourselves. But the error is coming from me. If each one of us think that he is the problem, or he or she is part of the problem, then things will be fixed in the future. So the first thing, Ikhwani, we have to plan ahead. What do I want? What kind of children do I want in the future? What do I want? Meaning, I am a family counselor. وَأَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنْ أَنَا. And I've been doing family counseling for years, and I know how much in the future. Educated, not educated, footballers, celebrities, singers, dancers, scholars, scientists, doctors, what do I want? I have to ask myself right now. And before I determine that the answers to these questions, I have to know myself first. Where did I come from? Who am I? What am I? What am I doing? What are my responsibilities? What does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want from me? These questions will determine what do you want your children to be, or how do you want your children to be in the future. If we think of that basic question and work towards it, not just think about it, then many aspects of life will change when you have a family. And when you have a spouse and children and so on. As for asking yourself about your abilities, who you are and what you are and so on, we have to work on that. First of all, in the knowledge. If you want your child to be educated, right now you have to start educating yourself if you're not educated. Because if you don't have the education, whether the good education or bad education, if you don't have it, somebody else will replace you when it comes to your children. When you have children in the future, if you don't have education for your children, somebody else, Mr. Internet, is going to come and educate yourself instead of you. Why? Because your children are going to see a huge gap between them and yourself, and think you are backdated, you think you're done, they're going to think, what about you? Because that's what society is telling them, okay, to do. And then as soon as they bypass you, as soon as your children put you to the side, that's the beginning of corruption. So we have to educate ourselves. Don't rely on money. Many brothers go and work so hard, mashallah, financially, to be available financially for the family. They say, I don't have time for education, but I'm working hard so I can prepare education for my children. Nonsense. You lie to yourself. It's not the money. Because the money you have, yes, you can pay for your children education, but what kind of education? You are not educated to know what education you need for your children. Somebody else can, same dilemma, same problem. Somebody going to come and educate you. So you have to have a clue. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honored al-ilm. And that's why the first word of the divine revelation Muhammad received is what? Iqra. Iqra. To who? Who received this divine revelation? A person who wasn't able to read. That's why he said, no, I cannot read. But Allah still insisting. Iqra. Iqra. It is a message to us that reading is the beginning of seeking knowledge. Not just listening. You have to read. You have to read the universe around you, and you have to read the books that you come across. That's how you gain العلم. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم. Alhamdulillah wa ta'ala. Ikhwan, if you can come forward, may Allah reward you. It will be great, inshallah, just to give space to others, inshallah. So do not rely on others to upbring your children. That's the first message here. We have to prepare ourselves to the best of our abilities to make sure that we have something to provide to these children. Number 2, behavior. Many of us are lacking good behavior as parents, but yet we complain why my son is rude, why my daughter is rude, why my daughter is talking to the mom in this way, why my son is talking to me in this way. Of course. There are many factors which work together form this kind of behavior in children, but you are part of these factors. Yes, society, whatever else, but again, it's us. We have so much defects and errors within our behaviors. You can see this in the masajid, even in the mosques. How many fights we experienced in the masajid? How many shouting we experience in the masajid? How much rudeness and bad behavior we see? I like to be frank, Ikhwan. I don't like to do this to people and say everything is okay. I'm not that type of person. If I have a problem, I have to say I have a problem, because that is the beginning of fixing the problem. We have errors within us. When your children are experiencing violence, what they call domestic violence, fighting with your husband, fighting with your wife, the sister is screaming on her husband's face, jumping on him, fighting with him physically, and then you're going to expect to have Abu Bakr and Umar and Uthman in your family as children. Please. Also, many brothers, husbands, they complain against their wives and they need, because they want their wives to be in a certain level. Good. But what about you? You want your wife to be in the level of Ummuna Aisha radiallahu anha, and you are like Abu Jahl, Abu Lahab. Doesn't match. I'm talking about behavior, Ikhwan, of Abu Jahl. Because Abu Jahl was an arrogant person. He knew everything in and out. He knew the reality. The only reason why he didn't want to follow Muhammad is because of arrogance. We have it. We have it within homes established very well that the sister is not willing to communicate regarding her mistakes, and the brother is not willing to communicate regarding his mistakes, and everyone is thinking that I am the perfect one and you the problem, and they start this blame game thing. And it's not going to end. I came across many children, Muslim children, as a family counselor, who have this issue of self-harm. They are actually harming themselves, cutting themselves. Suicidal thoughts. I say, subhanAllah, we're supposed to be Muslim. We're supposed to know what's going on. We're not lacking the guidance. This is what makes it very painful, is that we don't have to struggle to design guidance. Allah already gave us the guidance. It is already there. If it wasn't that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the divine revelation to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and his companions struggled and sacrificed their lives, probably I would be fire worshipper, idol worshipper, probably would be whatever. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us the guidance, and because of that guidance we are here. Recognizing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be the creator, to be al-ma'bud, to be al-ilah, the true ilah. But yet, we are corrupted. We are actually corrupted within us, and we have to fix that. Not because we're lacking guidance, because it's already there. It's just because we need to know that the problem is us before anybody else. As soon as we start thinking in this way, then inshallah we're going to fix many problems. So first of all, ikhwani, seek knowledge. And don't think that the money you have is what going to educate your children. It's you. It is you. Broken families always give broken children, whether they have money or not. So make sure that you establish al-ilm, knowledge at home. Do not be that ignorant person who thinks money can buy everything. No, money doesn't buy the reality. Money buys fake stuff. The tarbiyah, upbringing of your children, you're the one who's responsible. And Zakaria alayhi salam, before he passed away, he asked Allah to grant him a child because he knew it's not about how many years you're going to live with your child. It's how much you give, how much good you give to your child. Al-Shafi'i rahimahullah, he died in a very young age, 54 years old. But look at the Shafi'i, how much ilm he left behind. Whereas other people lived until 90s, 100, they left nothing. What is the difference? The difference is al-ilm. But don't get me wrong, ikhwan. Al-ilm does not mean data, information. No. Al-ilm, as Imam Malik wa Abdullah Malik ibn Anas rahimahullah said, and others of the scholars, they said, Al-ilmu, innama al-ilmu khashyatullah. The true knowledge is the knowledge that leads you to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The ilm that you put into practice on yourself first, before others. Secondly, behavior. We have to work on our behavior. Don't expect from your children to behave properly if you don't behave properly. We have to concentrate on behavior. Very important. And we have to see the difference between az-zawaj, marriage, and halal relationship. Many people when ask me, especially youngsters, why do you want to get married? I say, well, because I want to be in a halal relationship. What's that? Marriage being a halal relationship, that's just a small portion of marriage. There's just a small portion of it. And marriage is more than that. It's a project in life and the hereafter. That's why some of the early generation of Islam, at the time of ihtidar, at the time of dying, they got married. And I don't want to go through that. Why? because they didn't want to meet Allah without being married. So they are dying and they are signing a contract of marriage. To see how important the contract of marriage is. It's not just a halal relationship. It's a responsibility to fix, and to fix home, to fix inside your home, and to fix society. Because the more good we establish at home, the more good we see in the society. That is really important. And this doesn't end. But this is just the beginning of it. That we have to realize what the problem is and work towards it. In this country, and I'll finish with this, 118,140 divorces take place each year. I repeat, 118,140 divorces take place each year, according to the last statistics took place 4 years ago, in 2013. And it's getting worse, they said. Within 3 years, they said, which is now, it's going to be 50%, which means every 2 marriages, when I get 2 marriages done in my center in Fulham, according to the statistics, 1 or 2 marriages are going to end in divorce. But I hope that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protects our marriages. But according to the statistics, 2 marriages, 1 of them end in divorce. Which means corruption. Because broken families always give broken children. Broken children means problems in society. اللهم آت نفوسنا تقواها وزكها فأنت خير من زكاها أنت وليها ومولاها اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا وعافنا واعف عنا اللهم اجعلنا عبادك عابدين شاكرين حامدين لك يا رب العالمين اللهم كن أهلنا في بلاد الشام وفي العراق وفي اليمن وفي بورما وفي كل مكان اللهم احفظ أمتنا من بين يديها ومن خلفها وعن يمينها وعن شمالها ومن فوقها ونعوذ بك ربنا أن تغتال من تحتها اللهم وفقنا لخير الدنيا والآخرة اللهم لا تجعل فينا شقيا ولا محروما اللهم لا تجعل في هذا الجمع شقيا ولا محروما اللهم لا تجعل في هذا الجمع شقيا ولا محروما اللهم من كان عزبا فزوجه ومن كان فقيرا فاغنه ومن كان ضالا فاهده ومن كان بغيلا مع أهله فاجمعه بأهله اللهم من كان محتاجا فأعطه حتى يرضى برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. Ikhwani, come forward inshallah ta'ala, because the brothers are saying to push forward, and may Allah ta'ala grant you a barakah. Before we start salat, as usual in the center, the brothers